I got into this reading slump / burnout a few weeks ago and haven't been able to read without getting distracted since. So when I tried to start yet another book and was browsing YouTube on the side, I know it's been bad. I scrolled past one of my favorite booktube trends to watch, the Let's Do Book Stuff Together or Ultimate Book Video trend. And I thought, why don't I try this? So in this video I went book shopping, started a reading journal and read 2 books, and to start the journey out of my reading slump right, I went to my first ever book signing, which was by no other than r.f.kuang, who wrote The Poppy War, Babel and Yellowface. So on my way to Cologne, I was supposed to meet my bestie Sophie on the train, but we got on different wagons of the train and couldn't meet up until we arrived in Cologne. After we found each other on this busy platform, our first stop was the station's bookstore, of course. And after some browsing, we were on our way to the museum this whole event was taking place at. We got into our seats at the perfect time, because after a few minutes of waiting, r.f.kuang arrived and the reading started.
The scariest thing is when the protagonist is the only person who can perceive it, and she can't get other people to see the same horrors that she is experiencing. So I wanted to take that and juxtapose it with how people get attacked on the internet. I think the internet and social media can exist as this horrifying space in which reality is blown out of proportion. And when you're the target of an internet flame war, I hope this hasn't happened to many people, but it's often been the case. I've gotten death threats before for fairly innocuous comments I think I made. And when lots of people are saying terrible things about you and sending hateful messages to your inbox, it feels like reality is warped and you can sense this threat that is there that is so divorced from material reality. I mean, people will be in your email saying, I'm going to kill you, but is anybody actually going to come kill you? And if you dismiss the threat too easily, then are you being stupid? Are you like the horror movie protagonist who just goes into the basement without a flashlight and without any form of self-protection? So you feel completely unmoored and groundless, and you're just groping around in the dark, but you don't know what's a true threat and what's not. So it's a horror novel, and that's why June seems to have lost all grip on reality.
All of her answers were so inspiring and clever. We were completely in awe of her. So after the reading and Q&A, we got in line to get our book signed. The whole time we were waiting, we were so nervous that we wouldn't get our turn in time before the train we needed to catch. In the end, it all worked out, so now you can enjoy me nervously rambling to r.f.kuang and literally shaking out of excitement. She was so kind and sweet though. And then Sophie got her book signed as well, and with the adrenaline still pumping through our blood, we were on our way back, and wow, this day was absolutely incredible. Okay, so it's been a few days since that book signing. I am currently reading Every Last Word by Tamara Ireland Stone, and here's a hair of mine. Let's get rid of that. So far, I'm absolutely enjoying it. It's about a teenager who has OCD all of her life at school and how she's like trying to hide all the struggles she's dealing with in her daily life and in her brain. And like, this is so far, even though I don't have OCD, this is super relatable to me because I have ADHD. Like, I always tried to hide my struggles when I was in school. It's just really cool to see another teenager going through that with different issues, but also kind of similar issues, because OCD is also a neurodiversity and ADHD also is a neurodiversity. And then I'm also listening to Carrie Soto is Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I've been listening to that while going to the gym. I'm a huge Taylor Jenkins Reid fan. Like, I absolutely adore her books. But I have to say this one is a little bit too much focused on tennis, but it also is kind of motivating during my workouts. I don't know, it's so motivating to listen to an audiobook where the main character is working out all of the time while I'm working out. So my plan for today, we already have around 5 p.m. So it's not that early anymore because I already went to the gym and I got ready, and I don't know, I'm not having the best sleep schedule at the moment. So my plan now is to read a little bit in every last word. And then I thought about going to the mall and going to the bookstore for some little book shopping. And I thought about tomorrow starting a little reading journal. I've never had a reading journal before, so this could be like a really fun idea. I will have to print out some book photos and some book covers to put into my reading journal, so I'm probably gonna do that at the mall too. I would say without further ado, let's get into it and start reading. Okay, so I know I've read 40 pages and now I'm gonna go to the mall and print out the things for my reading journal and go to the bookstore. Let's go!
If I lose my way with the compass and a map I made, looking for my shadow in the dark. What happens if I look for you with the compass and my tennis shoes and find you holding someone else's heart? I'm sleeping on your bedroom floor. I'll let my feelings wash ashore. You told me I'm projecting and I don't move with much direction anymore. I don't know what I'm looking for. I can't believe I care. Soon I wanna pinky swear. I'm leaving, I'll call you when I'm there. What happens if I lose my way with the compass and a map I made, looking for my shadow in the dark? What happens if I look for you with the compass and my tennis shoes and find you holding someone else's heart? So I get up and I get dressed, playing Pokemon on my old 3DS. There's a title card that says you gotta be the very best. And now I'm getting existential with my digital pets. I can't believe I care, but what a weird state.
I'm back. That was quite a trip, but oh my gosh, it was so much fun. And I've bought a few things, so let me show you what I've bought. Okay, let's first start off with the Frustrated Grainer stuff. I don't know if that's a store that's only available here in Germany or like in Europe, or if it's really all around the world like it says on the packaging. I'm not sure. Let me know if you have the store in the US. Okay, so let's first start off with the reading journal that I got. It's so pretty and I'm so excited about this one. Let me show you a little bit more close up. It has these pink pages inside and then it's like pink and dotted. I don't know if you can see, but it's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. And I'm so excited to fill this. This is exactly my kind of aesthetic. Like, I just really love flowery pink stuff. Like, it's so gorgeous. I've also got a few stickers. They're so pretty as well. I got a liner. Is that how you say it? A liner? But yeah, also really gorgeous with cute little bows. Bows. I don't know. Then I also got some stamps that I thought were really cute, and also with like some stamp pets. I don't know. Yeah, stamp pets. I wasn't wrong. Great. And they have like these 3 colors, and I only have a black stamp pad, so I was really excited to see like a pink and red stamp pad. I was like, yes, I need that. So I got it. And then also 2 washi tapes, which are also exactly my aesthetic, like with these cute little cherries and with these daisies. I love daisies. Daisies are like my #1 favorite flower. Like, they're so cute. Okay, and then the photos. I mean, you've seen these already, but I'm still gonna show you. These ones got a little small and I'm not sure if they're too small. I printed them out 2 times, but then I also got them in this format. But as you can see, like the formatting is a little bit different than like the full-size cover. So it's not the full-size cover, so I don't know how I feel about that. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna use these or these. I'm probably more likely to use these, but I wasn't sure if it's gonna turn out too small. So I just printed both of them just to be safe, you know? Let's put these back. And now onto the book I've bought. It was really hard to pick a book. Like, there were so many new books that I haven't heard of yet. I was really intrigued by the Titanic one that I've shown you, but that one was a little expensive for a paperback in my opinion. It wasn't really in my budget because I also wanted to buy a reading journal and all the other stuff. So I got one that was a little bit cheaper, but it really sounded super intriguing and so cool. And the book that I got was The Revenge Game by Jordan Taylor. It's about Allison. She's in an elite prep school. She's like super romantic and always has crushes on boys who aren't into her. But with this one boy, it's different. And she's swept up in her first real relationship. And then she hears rumors about a competition the Sullivan Stewart guys started to see who can get with the most girls. And it's deeply disturbing. So is Brenton, her boyfriend, with Allison for the right reasons, or is he trying to win some gross game? And when the girls at school take matters into their own hands, things take an unsettling turn. Lies, secrets, backstabbing. When push comes to shove, who will be left standing? I really like the prep school setting and the elite prep school setting. Like, I'm always up for high society stuff. Like, that's just my kind of thing. It sounds so good and I'm so excited to read this one. It's gonna go straight onto my TBR. So I spent the first half of the day reading every last word and I am now on page 154. And this book is a lot of fun to read. I'm always thinking about it when I'm not reading it and I can't wait to continue it. But now I really want to start my reading journal.
Haven't left yet, we're still green.
Okay, so what I've done so far has taken me a lot longer than I expected. But I am super happy with how it turned out so far. I have done like this little entry page, which I think turned out a little bit uneven, but it's still kind of cute. Then I've got my every book of 2024 page, and it starts with the highly rated books, and I've got quite a few on there already. Like, that's why I left a whole nother page blank, because I just want to have enough space for every great book I've read in 2024. And then on the next page, I got every book of 2024 again, but this time with the mediocre rated, which were only 4 books, and then a little mini section for the lowest rated books, because I don't tend to read like super low rated books. That I've read 3 of those in 2024 already is kind of insane. Like, that usually never happens to me, but usually I know my taste pretty well, so that's why I've only left like a little corner for the lowest rated books. So then on the next page I've got 50 books of 2024 and like a whole shelf of books, and I've counted them. I think those are 50. Here I thought about tracking all of my genres that I've read. So on the right you can see every genre and the color for the genre. And I think you can tell already that I always have these phases where I read one genre like a lot more than all of the other genres. But yeah, that's all I've done so far. I know it's not that much, but it took me forever. Like, I was sitting here for, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours. And I've also listened to some more of Carrie Soto's back. I have now 1.5 hours left. I still don't know how I feel about this book, but yeah, I think I'm gonna finish Every Last Word and Carrie Soto's back in the next 1 or 2 days. So it's a few days later and I kind of fell into a little hole and slump again. I didn't have some strong mental health days, so I don't know, I was just feeling a bit off, and reading and concentrating on something felt so rough. So I just didn't do it at all. Yesterday I finally picked up Every Last Word again, but I didn't film it because I didn't want to pressure myself. And now I have 55 pages left, so I really want to finish it today. The plot twist that happened in here came so unexpected. Like, it was really messing with my emotions and it was making me cry. And I was having like this whole meltdown. Like, it was a lot. Like, I didn't expect this at all. Like, how do you come up with this? I'm reading a lot of mental health books on my channel, but I just simply love books about mental health. Like, it's so exciting to feel seen in a book, to see characters struggling just like you are struggling, and even if they're struggling in a different way, like Samantha is in Every Last Word. For example, with her OCD, like, I don't have OCD, but I completely relate to her obsessive thought patterns. Like, I just really see that in myself a lot, and I feel like with books where mental health is the main focus, the growth is just sometimes a lot stronger than in just like typical romance books. For example, like, there was also a lot of romance in here. I'm not 100% sure if this is a 5-star book yet. We'll see how I rate it in the end. And I've also finished Carrie Soto's back a few days ago at the gym. I don't know how I really feel about this book. There was just too much tennis. I just felt like tennis was like the main focus of this book, and I mean, it makes sense, she is a tennis player, but I felt like there was rarely anything that didn't have anything to do with tennis. I mean, because I was listening to it at the gym a lot, it was kind of fun because it motivated me to work out. But if I hadn't listened to it at the gym, my experience would have been drastically different. But I really enjoyed some little themes of like character growth and depth in this book, and especially like sickness and illnesses. I felt like it was done in a very great way and made me really like reflect my life and like what's important in life, and I always really love that. So yeah, that was a plus for me, especially because it's Taylor Jenkins Reid, so of course she's gonna do that, like she always does that with her books. I feel like her books are always like very reflective and they're always like questioning life. So I did rate it 3.5 stars in the end. Because yeah, there were some great themes, but the tennis just was a little bit too much. Not the best Taylor Jenkins Reid, but definitely not the worst. Okay, so let's finish Every Last Word. And I'm also gonna use my little timer to see how long it takes me to read these 55 pages. So let's go.
I've got an internet crush. She's not a celebrity, but she's taken, so can't help falling in love.
I finished this book a few hours ago and this review is coming a bit later because I had stuff to do. So in the end, it took me 50 minutes to read 55 pages. And what I really liked about this book was the poetry club. Like, in this book we have this secret poetry club that Sam discovers at school one day, and then Sam being friends with the mean girls. I also really like that theme and how that all turned out in the end. I'm not gonna say anything, but with all of the drama and all of that mental health stuff and the super cute romance, it was definitely a 4.75 star read. It wasn't quite a 5-star read because I got into this little reading slump, and I really need to see if Tamara Ireland Stone has written more books than just this one, because that's the only one I've ever heard about. But it was incredible, and the OCD representation, even though she herself doesn't have OCD, only a close family friend got diagnosed at the age of 12, and that became her inspiration to write a book like this. And she also included that girl into the writing process, so she asked her a bunch of questions and like really got to know her struggles, and I absolutely loved that, to read that at the end, like in the author's note. Highly recommend this one if this is a topic that interests you. And another thing that came to my mind a few hours ago was that Carrie Soto's Back really is the epitome of the song Clara Bow by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Yes, by Taylor Swift. I love that. Oh my gosh. And they're both called Taylor. This is getting clearer pretty much from the beginning, but like, if you love the song Clara Bow, maybe you should check out Carrie Soto's Back. Just saying. So with that, I now have done everything that I wanted to do for this little ultimate book video. And even though I got into this little mental health hole in the middle, I feel like I really got out of my reading slump. And that's such a great feeling, and I'm so excited to start my new book and to start my next video. I'm definitely gonna do more of these ultimate book videos in the future. So if you enjoyed that, make sure you leave a like on this video and subscribe to my channel. I will see you in the next one. Bye!